Welcome to this special Football Manager series. If you're into football and the Premier League, you probably know that Liverpool was the team that had won the league the most time. They dominated for many years, but then something happened. The last time they won the league was in the 1989-1990 season, before the league was even called Premier League. So it's been over 30 years since their last title, but then finally, this season, everything seemed to go the right way for Liverpool. They were dominating the league. They were basically just inches away from winning. And then Corona happened. And this series is all about this. We're going to replay that season and we're going to see, can I win the league for Liverpool? And of course, we have the results all the way up until the league was stopped. So we're going to be able to compare both my results and the league standing with real life. And I'm telling you guys, I'm probably going to be doing worse because, Liverpool was doing sensational this season. It's going to be very, very hard to compete with that. But if you start to look at the schedule, you can tell that I played the pre-season, and next up is a cup game, the Community Shield versus City. We also have very soon the Euro Super Cup versus Chelsea. Since this series is all about the league, I'm going to play these two games, and right now we're going to take a look at how they have gone, and then we have the first real game of the series, the Arsenal game. And just so you know it, since we're going to try to do this the real way, I'm not allowed to sign any players. We're going to try to play this and do this with the same team as Liverpool has been doing it throughout the season in real life. First off, we have the Community Shield versus Man City. In real life, the game ended 1-1 after goals from Sterling and Matip, and then City won on penalties. Well, this is the way it happened in this save. So Mohamed Salah gave us the lead, 1 goal up, a great start here. And then in the second half, Wijnaldum finds Salah. Salah by himself, he scores the second goal of the evening, and that's the winner. And then we had the Super Cup, and yet again it was 1-1 after full time. This time after goals from Giroud and Mane, and then we had extra time where Mane and Jorginho scored. So the end result was 2-2, and it went to penalties. And after losing the Community Shields on penalties, it probably was a very great feeling for Liverpool to win the Super Cup off the penalties and got the first title of the season. But now it's a question, what happened in this save? So we have Trent Alexander-Arnold with a beautiful free kicks, gives us an early goal in the 9th minute. Then we have Alexander-Arnold with another free kick, finds Origi, and we are 2 goals up. We see Origi with the ball, going for Alexander-Arnold, for Shaqiri, back to Origi, and then Oxlade-Chamberlain gives us the lead. So now we're 3 goals up. We were into extra time. We thought we were safe. We thought this was... yeah, we have won the title. But then during extra time, 2 minutes into extra time, Giroud breaks through, finds Pulisic. Pulisic goes into the box and he finds Pedro. And they were back, 1 goal versus 3. But then something else happened. We were 4 minutes into extra time and Kovacic find Pedro to Giroud, and now we were just 1 goal up. But that was a little too late, and we won the game and we won the Super Cup, the second title of this save. And it's time for the first league game of the season. As you saw earlier, we're off against Arsenal. Really tough opponent. We are starting off with a difficult away game. And the Football Manager's schedule differs from the real life schedule. Because in real life, Liverpool didn't play Arsenal in their first league game of the season this year. And also, the first time they play Arsenal, they play them at home, not away. And they haven't played Arsenal away this season. That's one of those special games that will happen during this summer because of Corona. But the game they played at home, they won with 3 goals versus 1 after a goal first from Matip and then 2 goals from Mohamed Salah. This is the way we are starting the game. As you know, Alisson, he's injured in the beginning of the season. He is away for up to 2 more months. And this game, of course, takes place just after the game versus City. And Henderson picked up an injury, so he's not starting. He's actually fit. It was just a short injury, but he's lacking fitness. And we're also doing some rotation because of that game. We have a few tired players. But yeah, this is where we're going to start. And since we are trying to imitate life here, we are using as much as the way Liverpool plays in real life, with the formation, with the players, with the tactical style. But now let's focus on the game. And this is the Arsenal team we're up against. Of course, a lot of quality in this team. And they didn't have the greatest season in real life. But I know that they're a much tougher opponent in Football Manager than their current ERL season showed. So what do you want to say here? Impress me? Nope, nobody wants to impress me. Well, I'm just going to tell some of the guys that I have faith in you then. Not the best team talks in my career as a Football Manager. I often feel like when you start a new save, the team talks is much harder, and I think that's on purpose because the players don't know you. And then as you start performing well and the player starts to trust you and start to see what you can do, then the team talks get easier and easier because if somebody says some nice words and you don't know him and you don't trust him, those nice words won't mean much to you. But if they come from somebody you respect, that will get you fired up. But we see Arsenal the first highlight, or maybe not, because here is Bobby Firmino. Bobby Firmino all by himself into the penalty area, and well, a decent try. And here we have Lovren with a free kick for Mo Salah. Mo Salah loses possession. It's Xhaka. He goes all back to the defensive line. Özil, Aubameyang. Come on, lads. Come on, lads. Come on. Whoa. Okay, that was a very weak finisher, but not the greatest defense there by Andy Robinson. We have a throw in here. Gomez with the throw in. Of course, Alexander-Arnold is getting rested after the cup game. Gomez is probably going to be, like, I would prefer him to be playing as a central defender. And here's Sadio Mane. I would prefer Gomez to be playing as a central defender. But a big weakness, a major weakness, I would say, with Liverpool, with their current team in the way it looks in Football Manager, is that they kind of only have two fullbacks. They have Trent Alexander-Arnold and they have Robertson, but they don't have any backups. And Gomez can play as a fullback, even though he's better as a center defender, and he can play on both sides. And based on that, here's Mo Salah. Actually could have been a great chance, but no, it wasn't meant to be. But yeah, because of that, he's kind of our only option as a, if I'm not going to bring in youth players, as a wing back or a full back, and Firmino with a weak finisher. So I'm probably going to not use him as a central defender, just rotate Matip, Lovren and Van Dijk. And that was a dangerous stuff. And then I'm going to have him rotate with Alexander-Arnold and Robertson. Because of course if I would have had my way to do like whatever I wanted in this save, and there's Mo Salah, and it's really close. I would have signed a fullback, preferably one that could play on both sides during the summer, just to have somebody to rotate, because even those the ones we have is fantastic, they get tired. We are playing a lot of games, we are playing cup games and so on. We need some rotations, and there are youth players, but they're just not at the same level. We have a goal kick for Arsenal. Trying to build something here. Can we get our pressing football rolling? Yes, we can. It's Milner. Milner loses possession quickly, though. Back to Arsenal. Özil. All the way back to the defensive line. All the way back to the goalkeeper here. Starting something from scratch. Joe Gomez. Back to Adrian. Of course, we are missing Alisson. As I said earlier, I'm going to be missing him for up to 2 months, and that's a huge blow. But that's the way it was in real life. And there's a beautiful pass for Salah to Mane, but yeah. And here is Sadio Mane. This is, as I said, he's been gone the whole summer on vacation. This is his first game. Here is Mo Salah. Mo Salah in the box, and Bobby Firmino, but just doesn't manage to put the pressure we needed on the Arsenal goalkeeper. We have Robertson with a throw-in. Firmino, Mane into the box. Firmino, Robertson, back to Mane, nothing. But maybe it's not over. Here's Fabinho, here's Mo Salah. I mean, we are creating a lot of chances, but I really feel like we are missing that finishing touch. Like, because all the way we've been finishing, it's been pretty weak, and much weaker than in the cup game versus City, where we actually didn't create many highlights, but we kept on scoring on them. Here is, like I said, just outside. Great save there actually by Adrian. And we have Robertson with the throw-in. We're getting closer and closer to half-time. Mane for Fabinho. Milner. Milner goes for Mo Salah. Mo Salah didn't get it, but Lovren picks it up. Keita for Salah, for Milner. And Gomez, where is this one heading? Keita. It's back and forth. Keita on the right flank with the early cross, goes for Sadio Mane, and it's just outside. That was actually a really good try. And that's the halftime whistle. And we created many more chances than Arsenal. But as I said, like, our finishing touch haven't been good enough. I'm going to tell the guys that we are not pleased. They agree. They look motivated. They look fired up. The reaction we were after. Because, I mean, they shouldn't be satisfied with this either. Clock ticks on. Not much going on at all in here in the second half. And of course we want to win every game. But it's not that a draw away versus Arsenal is a bad result. Clearly we can take it, but nothing at all is happening here in the second half. Clock just ticks on. Let's see for the subs there. Salah was the man of the match versus City. Clearly he's not having as a good game today. It's been kind of weak and he's lacking fitness. Of course he's a bit tired from that game. We're going to bring in Minamino, the new signing that Liverpool actually signed during the season. But I mean, we have him, so I feel like we should use him. Bobby Firmino, also tired from the last game, haven't been playing garbage. We're going to bring in Divock Origi. Divock Origi is lacking fitness because he got injured during the preseason, but he is back in business now. You just need to build that fitness. Here's the first highlight in the second half, and it is for Arsenal. A free kick, but no trouble at all for Adrian. And now we have Arsenal with another free kick. Come on, what's going on? And is Mesut Özil. We are off to a disastrous start here. We need some passion. Oh my god, look at the clock. Everything is against us now. Everything is against us. Let's go to the tactics screen before anything starts here. We need to roll now. We need to do whatever we can. We could play. I think we're gonna bring Mane up on top, go to strikers, kind of like this-ish. I think that would be fine. We're going to bring up for some real wing backs, and of course we're going to be attacking, and clock is ticking now. Clock is ticking. And it's ticking away. Nothing at all happens. We see Arsenal with a corner in the last few seconds. The extra time is up. The clock ticks on. And it's all over. That wasn't the start we wanted. This is definitely a worse start than Liverpool in real life. And yeah, we have a tough challenge ahead of us. And of course, you'll find out tomorrow how this journey continues, because I'm going to have an episode a day until this season is over. But as always, thank you for watching. And of course, if you enjoyed this new series, I would be very grateful if you press that like button, if you write a comment, if you subscribe, if you're new here. Everything like that helps me out. And of course, it helps you keep track of this series for the future. So thank you for watching.